G'day, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So, it's been another little gap between episodes, about 2 hours of me playing around with different things, trying to get the biters to be as mean as possible. So, I've run one console command. You can see what the max... So this is the max unit gathering time. How long they'd have to gather up to make a group to then attack. And it was set to 7,200 ticks, which you can work that out in seconds. The default is 36,000 ticks. Again, you can work out what that is in seconds. So I've just reverted it back to the original setting. In hopes that I can convince the biters to attack. Now, I have run the game with creative mode on at like 5 times game speed, or as fast as my poor PC could handle it, and it seems to have got the biters pissed off enough that they're attacking again. At the same time, I also went into the worm mod settings, because that seemed to be broken ever since we put down these seismic blast towers, and I've reset that back to default settings in hope that maybe something broke in a migration script from version to version or something like that. So I've done both those. Hopefully that's fixed our problems. We'll see. But this episode is about trains. So we're going to lay down a train track, and I want to come down here, and we're going to make some trains. So I've got electric locomotive, a battle locomotive, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, a battle wagon, Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3. I have a armored locomotive, then a Mark 1 and a Mark 2 version. And the same with cargo wagons. I've got a Mark 1, a Mark 2, and a Mark 3. A Mark 1 and a Mark 2 version. And fluid wagons. So we got all the different combinations out there. Now, and a vehicle wagon. So I can actually put tanks on the train and drive the train out to the front line, then unload the tank, and then drive the tank into combat. Yeah. So, going through this list really quickly. A Mark 2 battle locomotive requires a power armor, and we can see the total cost of resources there, and it has an equipment size of 10 by 10. Whereas a armored locomotive Mark II requires a whole lot more materials, but doesn't, and gives me an equipment grid of 9 by 9. So we're going to make some battle locomotives, which means I need to automate power armor of all things. So, into there, out of there, out of there. You, sir, are going to make power armor, because that's the weirdest ingredient I've ever had in a recipe, but sure. So you're going to do the locomotives. You're going to do the wagons. The wagons also have a grid size of 10 by 10. Right, you're going to have to come in from the side. So we're going to have to copy, power pole. Like almost got everything powered with one pole. And no. Output. I'm going to cap these to 1. Because trains should stack in 5 and wagons should stack in 10. For right now, that's probably going to be enough for us. Probably. I hope so, at least. And we might... Where are we? That one to that one, because I don't carry these on me. Just upgrade you, and we're just going to increase your requests slightly. 100, 50, 200. Okay, hopefully that's enough to make power armor, make all the bits and pieces we need. On top of that, we're going to need to have to put stuff in said... I was going to say said power armor, but it's more like said wagon space of the actual train. First thing I'm going to need is portable fusion reactors. And lots of them, please. Maybe not 750 blue circuits. That's a little bit excessive even by my scale. And again, I'm going to cap this to 1 slot. Now, you put in... Okay, so into a battle locomotive, and this is going to be one of the other differences between the two mods. Into battle locomotives, we can put in your basic power armor stuff, okay? But I can't put in any of the more advanced, I guess, like the more advanced vehicle-only shields or vehicle-only batteries or the tank cannons that we were firing out of the tank through one of these, a pod. So I can only shoot lasers out of the trains, which is fine until we go up against laser-resistant biters. So I think I'm going to have to put in some armored cargo wagons somewhere along the line, just so I can have different types of ammo in the train to possibly deal with some of the other different types of biters we're going to deal with. But the catch with all that is I don't know if there's any way to... Heavier and smaller capacity than a cargo wagon? What? Weight of... Oh, it's got twice the weight. Oh. I didn't see that. Oh, that's going to change our trains. Okay, yeah, I don't know if there's a way to reload the pods automatically, which is sort of important to automate defenses. So, yeah. Oh, look, biters are definitely working. There's some dead ones. Or the after effects of dead ones. So, yeah. I need to turn that on. That would fix that problem. Alright, so that's requesting. That should make us some trains, some wagons, some all that stuff. I didn't think about that. We're going to need some slightly different ratio trains. Build a station. Okay. You can go away. We want to bring in Battle Locomotive Mark II. 1, 2. Now these things weigh twice as much. So that'll give me a 2, 4. Because normally you can build a 1, 4 and have like the correct weight ratio. But because these weigh twice as much, I need a 2, 4. So that gives me 4 wagons worth of space. That's unfortunate. Okay, I need refueling, which we're going to copy from there. And we'll just put that there and there. And there and there. Can I... No, we're gonna end up having multiple trains. I can see it now. Alright, I don't need that anymore. We're gonna have substations. There. There, and there, and there, and Roboport, there, and there should be heaps. Okay, so I want to request in those, because I accidentally made a heap of them. Helps if I walked into Logi range. There we go. 12. Okay, I also am going to request those. On their way 11. That's a little bit extreme, but sure. Speed module 2s. Because I need to upgrade things back at base. How can I stand over here in range? Shield. Oh, shields. Okay. Shields are going to be a big problem. Oh, there's the grid. Okay. So I want 2 of those. Now these little guys hit twice as hard as what normal laser turrets do. So we should be okay. Okay, speed module 2s, because I'm going to need to upgrade some things back at base. You need an upgrade. Because this one little assembler that's running energy shields, is trying to build this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. He is what's holding up everything. Which also means I'm going to increase all the requests here. Yep. And same goes here. We're going to dump that in there. And request 200. Request 200. You should be good now. You go in and out. Okay, so I'm not making the battle lasers. So let's make some battle lasers. Battle lasers. Okay, copy that to there. And then add to it cargo wagon Mark 1. Done. And cap that, otherwise I'll end up with heaps of them that I may not possibly need. That's some really expensive batteries that don't go in these trains. That's some really expensive batteries that do go in these trains. We might end up in this. No. No, I think I just want... Oh, no, I don't want crappy batteries. We're just going to have mediocre batteries. Yeah, mediocre batteries should be good. And hopefully it'll fill this chest. Okay, we have... Oh, I got another shield. Nope, 4. It's like the occasional surprise. Look, hey JD, have another shield. Okay. Battle locomotives. You're good to go. You're now good to go. You, on the other hand, are gonna need 1, 2. Yep. Actually, hang on. Let's try this. Let's try copy trains. Like, because I get no idea if this works. I have no idea if they're gonna put down the trains with the bits and pieces I've requested into them or not. And we're still waiting on concrete, are we? You're processing, you're processing. There's no iron ore. Because there's no alien ore. Oh, that's right, they both slide through. You know what? If I put that there. Actually, it's not half a bad idea. Copy that. I'll run crappy alien ore down one side. And level... Oh, that's right. They were different speeds. I'll do. I'll do. At least then we don't have alien ore sitting there doing nothing. No. No. You're just waiting for fuel. Okay, so it doesn't work at all. It was worth a shot. We're going to want 1, 2. We're going to want 1 in there. Now these guys got a grid as well. I don't think I'm going to put anything in these just yet. I'm actually thinking going for those sort of... No. Storage size 20. Storage size 20. Storage size 50. Storage size 40. What's a normal wagon? 40. So we vastly cut down on storage as well. Okay, so it might end up being Battle wagons for the middle, because I'm going to put lasers in it. And then for the head and the rear of the train, putting in armored locomotives. Because a 6x6, if then I add... Oh no, tank shells were like 4x4 or something, aren't they? 4x4. And you're a 6x6. And a reactor's 4x4? Yeah. So I need that one, which is speed and efficiency modules, which gets expensive. Alright, whatever. We'll work this out bit by bit. Okay, so to build the front line, we want roboports. I want healing towers. Oh, let's go for a pickup tower. Then I want healing towers. Status field generator. Repair turret. Then I'm going to want compact loaders. I'm going to want red splitters. I'm going to want fast belt. Lots of fast belt. I'm going to want power poles. I'm going to want... Oh, crap. There's no gun turrets in that list. Yeah. Let's actually have some defenses as well. So we'd have hardened pipe, we'd have straight pipe, we'd have fire, we'd have lasers, we'd have... Do I want to take ammo out? Do I just do this and forget the ammo? The ammo turrets? Okay, let's do that. I don't know if that's going to work. Which means I probably now got way too much belt. What else are we going to need? We're going to need... That's basically it. If I'm not taking gun turrets. Okay, so we're going to lock that off. And here, we're going to put in requesters. 3. Do I have... Hang on, I got 2 separate trains. I bet you got stuff. Nope. I bet you... Yeah, one of you. Okay. So, when I pull down trains that have stuff in the equipment grid, they stack in a 1... because they're entirely different to every other train. Awesome to know. Don't request any more of those. Don't request any more of those. They can go back. I just realized that's going to have to get changed to a buffer chest. Otherwise, they can end up wild in the network. That one. Out of blue circuits. That didn't last long. Let me through. What's the story with blue circuits? Oh, there's plenty of them. Oh no, there's 12. Okay, there is not plenty of them. Alright, back to wishing I had stack inserters. Stack inserters. You are gonna do wall. Probably 300. Okay, we had belts, we had undergrounds, we had splitters, we didn't have splitters, undergrounds. That makes me happier. Okay. We have roboports. We have pickup towers. We have repair towers. We have the other side of the train. We have flamethrower turret. We have laser turret. We have what the hell is that? Stirling engine type solar generator. Oh. Yeah, okay. It's just an alternative start to the Tiny fusion reactor. I think you need to put burnables into the Stirling energy generator. At least you did at one stage with the modern. Okay, where was I? I was doing hardened pipe. Hardened pipe. Other type of hardened pipe. Which leaves those and those. I think that's everything. I'll find out if this fills up correctly. Basically the best way to find out. I don't see fire. Flamethrower turret. Okay. Remove all those. Flamethrower turret. It just says inventory filter. If I put down one of each, does that help? No! But I can load them in manually. Remove all those again. Change that to that. Put all that in there. We're good to go again. Put down the inserters. What's that? Power poles. Oh, it's going to be a request from Buffer Chest. Okay. And Roboport. Okay. So if I copy that without the train track, I should be able to paste it right there. We copy this, we paste it here. I partially filled it. Okay. Ooh, I just found another shield. So what am I requesting? 3 still. Like I said, it's just the occasional surprise that shows up in your inventory. So that's full of walls, that's full of walls. I'll have to make a new blueprint for the front line. That's interesting. We've really processed every single corpse on the map. And we just finished artillery turret level 2, which is going to mean that this buffer is going to empty real quick. And we're going to piss off all the neighbors. There we go. No, that's requesting 5. You're requesting 45. That's the one we want. Paste that there. Paste there. 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 That's an odd spot for things. Paste in there. And there. You know what? I should do the whole lot whilst I'm here. That one. That one definitely, because it takes so long for the bots to fly out there that it's never got shells, ever. Artillery, there. There. Yeah, this requesting 5 stuff is a joke. Request 45. Seems like a much more reasonable number when it comes to artillery shells. Okay, so that's that done. Which is going to piss off all the neighbors, which should hopefully refill these boxes, because if biters are not coming in here and dying, we've got no burnables to burn, which means, how's power going? So these guys are maxed. And power's going okay. But this is now green belt, and we're burning a whole green belt worth of material. And that's purple belt speed. And it's not quite a whole belt, but it's a impressive amount that we're currently burning. So in that case, let's just copy that, include the tiles. Okie dokie. Paste that over the top. And then when it's done, I can put down the 4 offshore pumps. Okay. So have train. Should let us build wall without too much trouble. Have to punch hole through wall to go out and build wall. Current confidence factor about 0. Because it's nasty out there. Batteries. There we go. 5. Okay. Alright, so let's bring over those batteries. And then I guess the only thing left to do is a combat run. I think. Come on, batteries, get over here. Maybe experiment with blueprinting down a wall first. You lot go away. Actually, you can come back. You can come back. You can come back. And we'll just take that right out the gates. Okay. Blueprint. Okay, so if I have one of those without that, with concrete wall, about that thick, with that lines up, that does not line up. Okay, so that was one spot where it was not carrying power through. W2. A wall mark 2, which can go into that slot, I guess. Come on, Comatrons. Yeah, you just fly off to the other side of the map. Alright. I don't think I'm going to go out and start combat this episode, just looking at the time. But I think next episode we can try. We can try and take our battle untested train forward with us, take it out into the... Why fully not insert? I see nothing wrong. Same story. One insert. That part as well. See what happens if we put splitters in the bottom row. See where they actually insert. Because is it the problem with the train not being lined up? Combat. Oh, really? So we might have found the problem. Train supply manager, because I recognize this, blew up. And the biggest problem is because I'm running so many mods, it could be a problem with train supply manager, which was just recently updated, or it could be with one of the other mods causing some sort of weird unforeseen conflict. So I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to send this off to Lord Couture, the train supply manager dev, who's also the same guy who does SpaceX mod. And yeah, redo everything I just did in this episode off screen so you guys don't have to sit through it a second time. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next episode. All right, bye.